So just about set now. And on the hill, Tarek Skubal. What do we have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go now. Now a chance for Jake Mangum. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. The tag, and he's out. Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor playing up the middle at short, 31 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And that is out of play. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Next to hit, Manny Ramirez. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Goes to second for 1. On to Freeman. Bottom of the first, here's the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one missing low.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Next
Ball
offering
3.
misses down and away.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses.
Ball 4, that pitch
So
is
a
out.
leadoff walk. Here's the center fielder, Max Clark.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Check on the runner, Crow Armstrong. Back on a dive. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to.
Rudder takes off. Pitches low.
Damn.
Throw. Save. Check swing went around. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Freddie Freeman. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogie's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Off the plate inside, and the count is 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here comes Dansby Swanson. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Mangum going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here at Coors Field, second inning set to go. And now Jason Dominguez. And that one wrapped foul. Fought off foul. 0-2 now. Good job to fight that one off.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
One away. And here is Jason Varitek. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. And first offering is fouled off. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Into center. Clark coming on. Puts it away for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. Lined into left center, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Stays alive. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul tip, but he hangs on. Back here in Denver, leading off, Bryson Stott. That's out to center field. 1 down. So now here's the DH, J.J. Weatherholt. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's down and in. A slider missed. That one in triple digits.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. On the ground to third. And it gets by him. So man aboard. Now the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Pendleton makes the play. And on to the third inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. And there's a ball.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Gloves it on the dive. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. The relay throw. Jake Mangum getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. On the ground, could be 2. Henderson over to first in time. And that's an out. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ripped on a line. He makes the grab, and that's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Drake Baldwin.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Fouled off left side.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Ground ball to the right side. Guerrero the toss to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. Back to the top of the lineup, and now Pete Crow Armstrong. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
0-2 is the count.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Clark stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
And down on strikes. On to the fourth, and now the DH, Manny Ramirez. Scooble back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Ramirez, 35 years old, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter.
0-2.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. To first. Nicely done for the out. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. This to center field. Clark flying after this one, but can't get there in time. It's down.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Strike two.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2 down. Here's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. A single his first time. Late swing fouled off. Clark nabs it, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And right back to the mound. To first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Dansby Swanson stands in. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Fastball for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Grounds one to short. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. This is Bryson Stott.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2 is the count.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Dominguez brings it in for the third out. And we're back. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Line drive. Diving, but it gets down for a hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. And that's outside.
1 strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. And that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Ugly hack on the off-speed pitch in the dirt. Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. Ground ball left side. Nice stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. So the batting order turns over. Jake Mangum now at the plate. And that one fouled off. And fouled off. Skubal checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Guerrero on at second with 2 down. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Tag, and he's out at the plate. And that is the inning. Back here at Coors Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, J.J. Weatherholt. High fly ball down the left field line. Dominguez pulls it down, and there's 1 down. So digging in, Seiya Suzuki. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Swings over the top of that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Oh, it's gone. It bounced off him and over the wall. Foul ball. 2 outs. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Dominguez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Denver, top of the 6th inning. Now, Francisco Lindor. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And there's 1 down. Next is the designated hitter, Manny Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Hit in the air out to center field. Clark puts it away for the out. Jason Dominguez. Digs in now. 1 for 2. Swings through that one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And a bunt towards third. Scoops it up barehanded. Pretty nice play there. Max Clark, the next to hit.
Man, who doesn't love a sweet barehand play like that? That was amazing.
Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
One out, bases empty. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
The next offering misses. Now 2-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got.
Tanner Scott into the game.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2.
To first, and he breaks for second. Clark leads off first with one away. Step off, throw to first. Clark dives back in safely. Rudder goes again. Got him swinging.
Start
and safe. It's a stolen base. Swanson digs in. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That to right. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Brings it in. And there's one down. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With the go-ahead run at the plate in the top half of inning number 7. That one hooked foul. And that's a fair ball. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now at the plate, Mickey Mantle. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Scott back to work. That one fouled off. Scott, a 6-foot lefty, 235 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Next pitch is outside. Tap foul at the plate. Out towards left center. Dominguez sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-2.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back here at Coors Field, we go to the 8th, and now the right fielder, Jake Mangum. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Tosses to first. Lindor retired. And next is the designated hitter, Manny Ramirez. That's to third. Slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you
stop over to first in time. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. As the lefty gets to work. The changeup missing. And it's 1-0. Mark Davis takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Gets him to chase after that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. And there's the strike. Davis, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. Popped up, and a foul ball.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Nope.
And it's even up. 2 outs, base is empty. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Ground ball up the middle. Edman slings to first. And it's a 1-2-3. We go to the 9th. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. Swing and a ball lifted left field. One up, one down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Swanson fires over to first. Now only 1 out remaining.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it. And